first half where you lost the game today?
Yeah, I don't think it was the actual performance in the first half. Very sloppy in the first half. You know, we got 2 sloppy goals. Well, first goal's a great finish, but we get the ball away in midfield. Second goal, you know, I'm appealing for a penalty on Matty McGinn. Matty McNeil. The next minute the ball's in the back of our net. Just sloppy, you know, and it's unacceptable. You know, we give sloppy goals away last week. We give sloppy goals away this week, and you know, our first half performance has cost us the game. After second half, couldn't fault them. You know, in very difficult conditions. Hednesford, you know, didn't really. I think they were the only 2 efforts on goal, possibly ahead the second half, and you know, we had the right go second half. We missed some great opportunities to pull the game level, but we haven't managed to do it. But yeah, ultimately, you know, the first half performance, not so much the performance, but the sloppiness of some of our play has cost us the game.
Do you feel they adapted to the conditions better early on?
I don't think so. No, you know, we pushed. Liam Brownhill informed us he had an injury at half-1, so we had to basically change. You know, the shape of the side. We already had no full-backs anyway on the right side, so you know, we had to look at making a change in that area. And obviously we lost Levi early doors, so pretty much in terms of your planning and everything that you've done all week to get here, you know, has gone out the window. So you've just got to improvise best you can. But as I say, you know, we didn't put enough balls in the box first half. But again, first half I thought we've had 2 or 3 great chances to score. We haven't. It just seems that, and I keep saying this, that when we make a mistake, ball ends up in our net. You know, you have to look at the second half there. We've had, you know, Wildy's had one in the first half. He's had a header in the second half. Matty Neal's missed one under the bar. Somehow got it over. Keeper's made another save. Had one kicked off the line. Christian, you know, so we put on enough pressure. But as you say, you know, you can't afford to give 2 goals away like we did last week and expect to win games.
Second half performance, like you say, you couldn't fault the lads to give it a real good go, didn't it? But it just wasn't your day, was it? Because like you say, you had 3 or 4 really good chances, and particularly 1-0, which Michael Wilde steamed in, got his head on it, and just seemed to hit the goalkeeper more than anything else.
Yeah, and another day, you know, Wilde, they're normally in the back of the net if you would pick one person, but you know, that sometimes happens. You know, the keeper, you know, it was their day today. You know, everything that could have gone right for Hednesford has gone right for Hednesford, but again, you know, very naive, I think, from them celebrating the way they were at the end as if they won the league when they're pretty sure we're top of them, you know. So, you know, it's a long season. We're waiting to see. We've lost 3 points here today. We're obviously disappointed. You know, we're also very disappointed that we've lost Levi probably for the rest of the season with a broken collarbone. And obviously our injury list is getting bigger. Our suspension list is hopefully going to reduce after next week. But we've got to stick together in the dressing room. You know, we've showed fighting spirit second half. It's not as if we went out with a whimper. We've got to cut out the mistakes. But you know, we've got George playing a little bit on one leg, and I know people are saying to me he's not fit. That will, at the end of the day, you know, I've got a goalkeeper, a lad of 17, or just 17 on the bench, and very little, you know, else in terms of we've got a lot of injuries and suspensions. That's football. You know, we've got to try and deal with that. And George wants to play, but fortunately he's got a knee problem that, you know, I don't think it's going to go away, and we need to, you know, we're probably going to need to look at that during the week. He's got a scan on Tuesday or Wednesday to see if he does need surgery. So, you know, that's where we're at the moment. But we stick together. We just said in the dressing room, you know, we stick together, heads are down. We're top as of now, I believe, and we intend to stay there. As I say, very naive in terms of celebrating the Hednesford.
It's obviously tightening things up at the top of the table. They've level on points with you. You know, we've got a game in hand. But from your point of view, with all the injuries and also suspensions around at the moment, will that force you into maybe going into the loan market?
I'll have to speak to the board. Yeah, it's just unfortunate because, you know, we're just, people can say, you know, Chester, they got this, they got that, 3,500 people, whatever else. But at the end of the day, there's only so many players you can play in a football match, and we've got a budget like everybody else to stick to. But unfortunately, at this minute, you know, we're just picking up injury after injury. So we'll have to have a look at it. We need to get a defender or 2 defenders in. Obviously, you know, Wes will probably be back after, but we'll be back after next Saturday, which gives another option. But definitely need to bring another centre back in now from somewhere. Let me see how we go.
And obviously next up for us, it's Mickleover Sports back here next Saturday.
Yeah, another home game. You know, you've got to try and win your home games if you're going to win this title. You know, I don't know a lot about Mickleover. I know their best player, I think Alex Stedman's suspended. So, you know, a little bit of luck. But we've just got to get on with it. There's no good moping around. We've lost, and I think the crowd's reaction at the end, was very good, because I think they realised that we played good in the first half, as we all know, but second half we came out and gave it a good go. And there are, circumstances. We're not making excuses because we've said, we give 2 sloppy goals away. But with the injuries that we've got and in key areas, then we've got to improvise a little bit, which we did, and I thought the lads got on with it well. And if somebody tells me Hednesford deserved to win here today, then I'll show you the liar, because we definitely deserve to get something out of the game.
Okay, Neil, thanks for joining us.
We got Neil Gillen speaking to